What is the Inclusive Language Guide? The Strategy for Justice, Dignity and Solidarity calls for us to be inclusive in our language. Not just to avoid using insulting or derogatory language, though sadly sometimes that does happen in church life, but also to avoid marking people as different when that isn't relevant, and to avoid language that portrays a certain characteristic as the norm and therefore suggests that anyone else is other. The Inclusive Language Guide isn't a list of good words to use and bad words not to use. It does contain guidance on why some language isn't appropriate, but it also gives helpful principles for how to value people by our language. These include remembering our common humanity and referring to each person as a person, rather than labelling someone or defining somebody by that particular thing about themselves. Most importantly, the guide asks us to listen to the language people use when they are describing themselves, to value that this is how they think of themselves, and to use that language in order to communicate. It's great to be ourselves, to use our own accents and dialects. It's important for positive human relationships to show respect for one another. It's Christian to love our neighbours as ourselves across all our differences. It's good for our mission and our ministry to communicate in language that helps people know they are valued by God and by the Methodist Church.